All right, Stephanie Gordon needs to know how to brand a nonprofit organization and or event to support a nonprofit organization. Well, assuming you are a accredited 501c3, the world of sponsorship becomes a different ballgame. Branding, let's address that first because that should always be first. You want to have a corporate identity, logo, letterhead, website. You absolutely, as a nonprofit, need that piece in order for anyone to look at you legitimately and then be willing to part with their cash. If you are an accredited 501c3, you are able to offer a receipt which can then be used at tax time and makes the hit a little easier to whoever's making the donation. And my daughter's taking a break from her lunch to be a superstar. Back at the table. Come on. Anyhow, that's the first start. As far as sponsorship goes, you want to reach out to like-minded organizations. Think about partnering. If you're not already accredited, you may want to look at partnering with a legitimate one. Make sure it's a mutually advantageous agreement. Otherwise, you would be taking advantage, and that's a no-no when you're trying to get started. As far as individual sponsorship, you can look to places like Chick-fil-A will give you food, Staples will give you supplies, Publix will give you items that are available in their store. Address the managers in your community or in the community where the conference is going to be held first. You'll find more loyalty there. The branding piece is instrumental. You can't have an event that's going to be an immediate success or will have longevity if you don't have the corporate identity piece in place. So you want to partner with someone who has the graphics capability to assess your target market, do a little bit of market research for you, and then come up with a logo and corporate identity that fits with who you're trying to serve. If it's women, that has to be factored in for everything to color scheme, to smoothable lines, and all that good stuff. If it's a certain type of woman, professional woman, struggling mom, all those things have to be factored in. So you want to go ahead and make sure that you address those issues early on. As far as the conference goes, you need to brand your organization first and then have the conference be a spin-off of the organization, or the conference branding be a spin-off of the organization branding. So there should be some similarity and continuity of brand throughout. What else? So sponsorship. I would petition local businesses, small businesses actually, even though some of those are struggling the most right now. They're more willing to participate in supporting the community than you would think. If you have a brick and mortar to support it, I'd get in touch with United Way and ask them for funding and see whether or not they're willing to donate and or support. Make sure you offer advertising in exchange for sponsorship. So I would set up a sponsorship tier package, platinum, gold, silver, however you want to word it, and offer, if you're sponsoring, you can do it by sponsoring ladies to the event. You can do it by sponsoring a dollar amount. And basically what you want to do is have different criteria in each package. Obviously, the more money you give or the more women you sponsor, the more you get. If you have a website, that's probably the most impactful type of advertising right now in this day and age. So you want those types of advertising elements or incentives to be included in your higher tier. On your lower tier satellite, you want to have some tangible incentives, but proportionate based on the amount of money or the amount of ladies sponsored. And footwork. Get your gorilla suit on and get out there doing some guerrilla marketing, stopping the pavement, telling people what you're doing. I'm hesitant to print flyers because printing is so expensive, but it helps if you're going door to door. So go ahead, and that should get you started. Definitely need to find somebody that can help you develop those items. They should not be trying to take you to the bank. If they're committed to the community, they will likely do in-kind service donation, or they will create those things for you at cost, which is something that I've done before. I am tremendously busy right now, so depending on what you need, I may or may not be able to help you, but this is not a plug for Hampton and Associates. That's just solid advice. Go ahead and do what you need to do. And if you've got questions, Stephanie, you do have my email, so you can go ahead and ask me some subsidiary questions that might pop up after you listen to this. All right, hope that helped. Talk to you soon.